21.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to sunny Elgin, Texas. A beautiful day of baseball. Game 2 of this three-game series in the books. Cedar Ridge walking away with the win by a score of 7-0. So, the series knotted at 1. Here we go for Game 2. Leo Pena, welcome back for him. Ejected from Game 1, had to sit out Game 2. He leads things off for the Bulldogs against Reed Cox here in Game 3. Scoreboard back to zeros. Pena fouls that one off. Count 0-2 quickly on Pena. Pitching for the Raiders, it'll be Reed Cox on the hill. For the Bulldogs, Leo Pena back in that leadoff spot. Aiden Romero batting second. Kai Lu DHing batting third. Winters in the cleanup spot for the Bulldogs. 0-2 count here on Pena. This one low, 1-2. Luke Knittel batting fifth. Devin Lone catching batting sixth. Grayson Gaspard in left batting seventh. Matthew Weber filling in at first batting eighth. And Liam Bell anchoring down the lineup batting ninth. 1-2 count here on Pena. The pitch grounded over to second, fielded by Luke Irvin, and he retires Pena for the first out of Game 3. So Luke Irvin, an absolutely dominating performance on the hill for Cedar Ridge in Game 1. He's out at second base for Game 3. And, of course, by Game 1, I do mean Game 2. Game 1 of this two-game doubleheader here in Elgin. Hunter Willingham gets the nod to start things out on the hill for Bowie. They are the away team in this pivotal Game 3. Aiden Romero steps in now, the shortstop. With one away, the 0-1 pitch to Romero is low, and the count goes 1-1. Romero with a strong performance in Game 2. Went 1 for 3 with a double, also walked and struck out. 1-1 on the way from Cox. This one popped right up and just gets out of play into the bleachers by the Bowie dugout. Again, Bowie, the away team, batting here in the top of the first. Cedar Ridge was home in Game 1. Away in Game 2, now home here in Game 3. Again, this is Adam Newberger here on Vype Media for your Bowie Bulldogs as Romero fouls that one off. Count stays 1-2. In this winner-take-all matchup, 3:50 p.m. local time, a beautiful sunny day, 70 degrees, just a few sparse clouds in the sky. 2-2 count to Romero. Breaking ball misses low. Count goes full. The golf umbrellas are out in fashion here for a sellout crowd at the brand new Jack Fisher Field at Elgin High School, the host of today's doubleheader. 3-2 pitch coming. Up high, Aiden Romero works his way on with a walk. Now, if there's one thing I can guarantee you about this Bowie offense here in Game 3, it's that they're going to want to get out to an early lead and hold on to it. Again, Hunter Willingham pitching. They do have, on a limited pitch count, both Liam Bruner and Liam McDonald available. Lou Almeida, who started Game 2, was pulled early. He is an option as well. One away here, Aiden Romero leads off first as Kai Lu steps in his normal DH spot here with a runner on first. Kai Lu went 0 for 2 with 2 walks earlier today. Reed Cox out of the stretch. This one gets past Riggs Gordon, and Aiden Romero is on second here with one away. Baseball, a mental game. Coach Sam DeGilia wants these guys to put that 7-0 loss in the rearview mirror. These Bowie players making noise on the fence of the dugout as Kai Lu takes high. This one gets to the backstop, and just like that, Aiden Romero 90 feet away. .30 is the count on Lou. Reed Cox, Riggs Gordon having a brief discussion there, looking to get on the same page. Corners are in here. Count is 3-0 on Lou. We'll see if he takes the whole way. Here's the pitch. In there. Strike one on Lou. Romero leads off third. The 3-1 pitch to Kai Lu. Swung on and missed. A big hack there. Count goes full on the DH with Andrew Winters waiting on deck. The payoff to Lou. Outside, ball 4. So Kai Lu works his way on. Runners on the corners here with one away for Andrew Winters.
Up next for the Bulldogs, number 7, Andrew Winters.
So Andrew Winters staying in that cleanup spot. Was 2 for 4 in game 2. He pops this one sky high towards the Cedar Ridge dugout, and the play made there by the first baseman, Matthew Mabry, to retire Winters for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Bulldogs, number 3, Luke Knittel.
And in steps Luke Knittel, 0 for 1 with 2 walks this afternoon in game number 2. Again, one of the hottest players offensively for the Bulldogs of late. He lines this one right to third, and a nice snag there by Noah Olivos. So no damage done. The Bulldogs threatened, but Cedar Ridge escapes the top half of the first inning. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, 2 men left stranding. The Raiders will come to bat in the bottom of the first inning here on Vype. As we head to the bottom half of the first inning, take a look at the Cedar Ridge starting lineup. Jake Shoemaker back in the leadoff spot. Matthew Mabry hitting second. Kaysen Langerhans batting third. Riggs Gordon catching, batting fourth. Paul Hernandez Jr. DHing, batting fifth. Christian Olivas, the right fielder, batting sixth. Luke Irvin at second, batting seventh. Noah Olivas batting eighth. And Kai Rice, the left fielder, batting ninth. So no major personnel changes other than Kai Rice moving into that 9 spot. Luke Irwin staying in the lineup offensively. He is now in the 7 spot. Pitching for Bowie is the left-hander Hunter Willingham. Willingham, known to the Bowie faithful for his offensive performance against Westlake some odd weeks ago, where he walked off the Chaparrals on a grand bases clearing double in one of the most exciting wins of the regular season.
Leading off for the Raiders, number 2, Jake Schumacher.
Williams pitched 14 1/3 innings this season to a 1.95 ERA. Opponents hitting just 173 against the southpaw. He'll face off against Jake Schumacher here, and the first pitch is a called strike one. So we saw in Game 2, the lefties were stacked against the righty Lou Almeida. We'll see how they go here as the breaking ball from Williams in there for called strike two. It's lefty-lefty here, Willingham versus Schumacher. We're going to be doing that all day. So counts 0-2 here in the bottom of the first. Willingham gets the sign from Lone. The 0-2. Off the knob, foul. Count stays 0-2. The defense for the Bulldogs exemplary in Game 2. 0-2, swung on and missed. Nice little off speed there from Willingham for out number one.
Stepping in for the Raiders, number 13, Matthew Mabry.
Willingham has racked up 18 Ks in the regular season. Just 4 runs earned all year. Only 9 hits have come against the lefty. 1-0 on the way. Misses ball 2. Again, the winner of this decisive Game 3 will play the winner of Regan and Brennan High School. That game going on now. 2-0 on the way. Misses away just off the outside part of the plate. Count 3-0. A new home plate umpire for this game. Umpires as well have switched uniforms, now wearing the black tops with the gray bottoms. As that 3-0's in there for a called strike one. Bowie still in the home whites. Cedar Ridge in the away grays with the purple helmets. 3-1 on the way. This one popped to short right there for Aiden Romero, and there's 2 outs.
Next up for the Raiders, number 29, Kaysen Langerhans.
So that brings up Kaysen Langerhans, the shortstop for the Raiders. Kaysen singled, walked, and singled again, and he's hit by a pitch there. So that one gets away from Willingham, and we have the first Raider base runner of the ball game. And in steps Riggs Gordon, the catcher.
Up next for the Raiders, number 18, Riggs Gordon.
Gordon put the icing on the cake in that 3-run 7th earlier today with a 2 RBI double out to the left center field gap. He looks at strike one here from Willingham. Langerhans leads off first, being held on there by Matthew Weber. Willingham comes home, deals inside, count 1-1, with 2 away in the bottom of the first inning. Knittel in on the edge of the grass at third. Middle infield at normal depth. Wind blowing lightly in here. Willingham deals. This one out to right field and foul. So Willingham has Gordon down in the count, 1-2 here. After the start of game 2, Bowie would sure as heck love a quick first inning here. 1-2. The throw is back to first, and it gets over the glove of Matthew Weber. Langerhans is going to advance to second, and he's not stopping there. He's going all the way to third. So after the ball pops out of the glove of Matthew Weber on the pickoff attempt, Kaysen Langerhans advances all the way from first to third, and just like that, with 2 outs here, a chance for Riggs Gordon to put Cedar Ridge on the board. The count remains 1-2 with 2 outs. Langerhans now 90 feet away. Riggs Gordon, the catcher, the right-handed hitter, stepping in against Willingham. The 1-2 inside. Nice block there from Devin Lone. And the count 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs. 0-0 the score. Bottom of the first inning. Willingham kicks and deals. This one flown foul out the right side and out of play. Leo Pena was out there giving chase. Again, having Pena back for game 3, just a huge boost for this Bulldog team. You can feel the momentum slowly tilting back in their direction. They'll need to get the third out here if they want to keep that. 2-2's the count. Willingham deals. Grounded sharply foul. Third base side. Count stays 2-2 here. Langerhans leads off third. The pitch. This one popped foul. Out of play. Count stays 2-2. So Riggs Gordon working this at bat. Willingham gets the sign from Lone. Lone sets up on the outside part of the plate. Here's the pitch. This one fouled off again. So the count remains 2-2. The 7th pitch, I believe, of this at-bat. Gordon looks down Willingham. Willingham comes set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. It'll be a drop third strike. Lone deals over to first, and Weber converts. So that will do it for the bottom half of the first inning. No runs, no hits. Langerhans left stranded at third. The Bulldog bats coming up in the top of the second. Don't go anywhere. Hey, baseball fans, are you ready to hit a home run with your smile? Dr. Brian St. Louis at Central Texas Orthodontics can help you achieve the smile that you've been dreaming of. Our friendly and fun orthodontic office has affordable financing and is located 1/2 mile east of Bowie High School. So swing on by Central Texas Orthodontics to get an MVP smile. Thank you to Kruger's Diamond Jewelers for supporting Bowie baseball program. Kruger's Diamond Jewelers will delight you with extraordinary service, exceptional merchandise, and great prices. What's not to love? Say the K with Knittel Real Estate. Knittel Real Estate has a connect for canoeing the Austin market and the know-how to knock the home buying and selling process out of the park. So now you canoe. Say the K with Knittel Real Estate at knittelrealestate.com.
Stepping in for the Bulldogs, number 5, Devin Long.
Top half of the second inning here in Elgin. About 20 miles outside of Austin proper here in Central Texas, as the first pitch to Devin Lone up high for ball 1. One 0 on the way. That's up high. Count 2-0. Lone grounded out to third 3 times. Also had a fielder's choice in his final at bat. Can you take a guess at where he hit that ball? 2-0's the count here to the backstop. In there, called strike 1. Again, Lone, just a sophomore, was the district newcomer of the year last year as a freshman, making his impact felt as he takes low here 3-1. It'll be Lone, Gaspard, and Weber here in the second. The 3-1 on the way. That's up high, ball 4. Lone works his way on with a walk. So the Bulldogs have gotten runners on base.
That leads us to number 28, Grayson Gaspard.
And there will be a courtesy runner here at first for Devin Lone, the catcher, as Grayson Gaspard steps in with no one out in the second. Showing bunt, pulls back, snap throw to first, not in time. So count 1-0. Oliva shading in a third. Here's the bunt. Unable to lay it down. Called a strike. So the count goes 1-1. Gaspard showing bunt early. This one he does get down, but foul on the first base side. So the count goes 1-2, and got to assume that will be the last bunt attempt in this at-bat for Grayson Gaspard. Noah Olivas still on the edge of the grass there at third. One-two pitch. Popped up. Shallow right field. Christian Olivas and Luke Irvin sliding and making an acrobatic play in foul territory. The second baseman coming in late to make that catch. And there's one away. A really nice play from Game 2's starting pitcher.
Stepping in for the Bulldogs, number 6, Matthew Weber.
So that brings up Matthew Weber, playing first in this tilt, replacing Rowan Disher, who played first in Game 2. One away. He looks at ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Slide step, Slow ground ball over to first. Mabry will get the out there. And we're going to see what the ruling is here. From the home plate umpire, I think he ruled it a foul ball, and it looks like he did, as the base runner returns to first base, and Matthew Weber steps back into the batter's box. So the count is 0-1 here on Weber. Runner leads off first. This one over to second. It's going to get down. Here's a double play attempt, and it's successful. So Matthew Weber grounds into a 4-6-3 double play to end the second inning. No runs, no hits, one walk, one man cut out on the double play. At the end of 1.5, nothing.
Leading off this inning for Cedar Ridge, number 22, Paul Hernandez Jr.
Bottom half of the second inning, Paul Hernandez Jr., the DH, steps in. He's batting fifth. Was in the 7 spot in game 2. He swings right through strike 1. Hunter Willingham out for his second inning of action. A clean first, 2 Ks in that frame. 0-1 is the count here on Hernandez Jr. He lofts this into shallow left center field. Coming on and making the play is Liam Bell for out number 1. So the wind was taking it slightly away from Bell, had to slide underneath it, and brought it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Raiders, number 7, Christian Olivas.
Bell had a really nice read on it as well, took a good first step towards that baseball to help retire Hernandez. That brings up Christian Olivas, the right fielder for the Raiders. Another lefty-lefty matchup here. Swings through strike 1. Olivas 0 for 2 with 2 walks this afternoon. Looks at ball 2 high and away from Willingham. Long pause here from Willingham. Now deals. Just misses low. Count 2-1. Here's Willingham's 2-1 pitch. That's outside. Count 3-1. Luke Irwin waiting on deck. Here's the 3-1. That's outside, ball 4. So Olivas works his way on with a walk and with one away, and that brings up Luke Irwin.
Stepping in for the Raiders, number 7. I'm sorry, my apologies. Stepping in for the Raiders, number 3, Luke Irwin.
Irwin was 0 for 3 in game 2. 2 ground outs to the shortstop Aiden Romero. Olivas leads off first. Ball one's low and inside. Williams tried to locate that inside corner, has been unable to so far. Lone gets the sign from the dugout. Long pause here from Willingham. This one hits sky high into shallow left field, I should say. Right under it is Grayson Gaspard, and there's 2 away.
Stepping in for the Raiders, number 14, Noah Olivas.
So Noah Olivas now steps in with his brother Christian at first after the walk. Again, Hunter Willingham, the lefty, holding on Christian Olivas, who has a 3-step lead at first. Noah Olivas pops this one right on the edge of the infield in center field. And Aiden Romero hauls it in for the final out of the second inning after 2. No runs from either side. The score is 0-0 on Vype. Game 3 of the bi-district round between the Bowie Bulldogs and the Cedar Ridge Raiders. Do not go anywhere. You won't want to miss this. Top half of the third inning here.
Number 33, Liam Bell.
Liam Bell steps in. It'll be Bell, then back to the top of the lineup with Leo Pena. Bell showing bunt, pulls, and ball 1 is the call. Noah Olivas is pulling at third. Matthew Mabry holding strong at first. Reed Cox out for his third inning of work, out of the windup. Deals strike 1. So the count 1-1 here on Bell, who struck out twice, looking and swinging, both to end innings in game 2. Here's the 1-1. This one pulled hard and foul. So the count goes 1-2. Bell got absolutely all of that just a little bit early on that pitch from Reed Cox. So the count 1-2 here. Cox deals way upstairs over the head of Bell. Just let that breaking ball slip out of the hand. So the count 2-2 now. Liam Bell using a full turquoise bat. The 2-2 on the way. Rolls over to third. Fielded by Olivas over to first. A nice catch there by Mabry to scoop it out of the dirt and record the first out of the inning.
And we're back to the top of the lineup. Bulldogs. Number 8, Leo Pena.
So it'll be Leo Pena, the right fielder, stepping in. Grounded out to second in his first plate appearance. Pena, much needed, one of the catalysts behind this offense. The 2025 Bowie Offensive Player of the Year. Was also all-district first team as a junior. The 0-1 on the way to Pena. Fouls this one right back here. Count goes 0-2. Pena, 410 hitter. An on-base percentage of .505. A slugging percentage of .506. Leads the team in RBIs, also leads the team in runs scored. Has only struck out 9 times this season. He's down in the count 0-2 here to Reed Cox. Here's the 0-2. Up high, 1-2. And the 1-2 on the way. That's up high. So a diligent eye from Leo Pena here on a borderline pitch. Makes it 2-2. Two coming. Drilled down the right field line, but foul. So Pena just needs to straighten that thing out. Two count. 1 out. Gordon sets up outside. Here's the 2-2. A little check swing foul ball from Pena. Count stays 2-2. And the 2-2 on the way. This one out to center field. Backing up is Shoemaker, who comes back in to make the play for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Aiden Romero.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 2, Aiden Romero.
So Romero, who walked in his first at-bat this game, looks at ball 1, breaking ball there from Reed Cox. One O's in there for strike 1. Count goes 1-1. Top of the third inning if you're just joining us. Score is 0-0 with 2 outs. And Aiden Romero, the 2-hitter, who looks at ball 2. Count goes 2-1. This is game 3 of a 3-game series. The Bulldogs took game 1, 1-0. Cedar Ridge responded earlier today, winning 7-0. This one popped up right side, giving chases Mabry, but it's out of play. So this is the winner go home game 3 here in the bi-district round of the UIL 6A state playoffs. An exciting first round of baseball so far in Central Texas. Here's the 2-2. In there, called strike 3. A really nice off-speed pitch from Reed Cox. Retires the side
Stepping in for the Raiders this inning, number 6, Kai Rice.
Bottom half of the third inning, Kai Rice is the hitter for Cedar Ridge in the 9 spot. First pitch breaking ball from Hunter Willingham in there for a strike. Willingham dealing so far 19 strikes on 30 pitches. He's struck out 2. Has yet to allow a hit through 2 frames. That one misses low and away, ball 1. Again, still working through the first round of Cedar Ridge hitters. Jake Schumacher on deck. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And the 1-2 just misses outside, count 2-2. So we've seen some really strong pitching from both sides throughout this afternoon. Liam McDonald delivering 5+ innings of really good baseball. Of course, Luke Irwin on the other side with a tremendous pitching performance, getting the win for the Raiders. The 2-2 fouled off left side out of play. This count stays 2-2 here. So far, Reed Cox and Hunter Willingham giving us a nice arms battle as well. 2-2's the count on the left-handed hitting Kai Rice. That one's outside. The count goes full at 3-2. Three and 2 on the way. That misses just inside for ball 4. So Kai Rice works his way on with a walk.
Up next for the Raiders, number 2, Jake Schumacher.
So Jake Schumacher steps in, struck out swinging in the first, as Willingham, the lefty, checks in on Rice. The left-handed hitting Schumacher against the left-handed throwing Willingham. Here's the pitch, outside, ball 1, count 1-0. A handful of competitive sports on today, of course. A lot of Game 7s across the NHL and NBA. Game 3 here in Elgin, the Kentucky Derby later this afternoon. Out east. Runner goes. Here's the throw from Lone. Not in time. It was a ball to Schumacher as Kai Rice steals second base. So a runner in scoring position here with no one out. 2-0 is the count to Jake Schumacher. He attempts a bunt, pulls back, and the count goes 3-0. Matthew Weber was pulling off the bag at first. Luke Knittel staying put at third in case there's a play there. 3-0 count here. We might see a bunt attempt. Got to think he's taken all the way, though. Here's the pitch. No bunt attempt, and it's well outside. So Jake Schumacher works his way on with another walk. That's back-to-back walks for the Raiders. And that brings up Matthew Mabry.
Up next for the Raiders, number 13, Matthew Mabry.
So a 4-pitch walk there from Hunter Willingham. Mabry, the first baseman, popped out to short his first time up. The corners are in here for Mabry with no one out, and the bunt is being shown. Weber crawls in from first. Here's the pitch. It's inside as Mabry pulls back. And a quick time called here as Sam DeGilia will walk out for a quick meeting on the mound, trying to help his hard-throwing lefty find it again after 2 very strong innings of work. So the count's 1-0. Bowie defense expecting bunt again. Mabry is showing. Here's the pitch. Inside again. It gets past Lone. The runners will advance. And just like that, it's second and third here with no one out, and the Raiders are threatening. Infield comes in here. Kai Rice leads off third, Schumacher off second. Here's the pitch. This one drilled out to left center field. It is going to be caught by Grayson Gaspard. Both runners will tag. So a sacrifice fly for Mabry, and it is 1-0 Cedar Ridge. It was a very nice catch out there, tracked down well by Grayson Gaspard, making the play over his left shoulder in deep left center field.
Up next for the Raiders, number 29, Kaysen Langerhans.
And so that'll bring up Kaysen Langerhans. The infield stays in here. Jake Schumacher now 90 feet away. Swing and a miss for strike one. And again, there is one out. Cedar Ridge leads now 1-0. Runner at third is Jake Schumacher. Kaysen Langerhans, the shortstop at the plate. Pitch fouled off the end of the bat for strike two. So the count now 0-2 on the left-handed hitting Langerhans. Here's the 0-2 from Willingham. Ground ball through the right side for a base hit. Schumacher scores. It's 2-0 Raiders. So a really nice piece of hitting, getting bat on ball there. Pulls it through the right side. Does Langerhans. And that'll bring up Riggs Gordon, hoping to keep the rally going with one away in the third. Luke Gaeta is getting loose for the Bulldogs in the bullpen. This one through the left side, a nice stop from Romero. It's going to be a tough play And he's not going to have anything there. It's going to be an infield single for Riggs Gordon. And Langerhans now stands at second. So the middle infield was at double play depth there. Aiden Romero had to go 20 feet to his right side, able to reel the ground ball in. Just absolutely no shot at getting the speedy Gordon, or, well, I don't even know how speedy he is. I think that was just a well-placed ground ball.
Number 22, Paul Hernandez Jr.
So that brings up DH Paul Hernandez Jr. Flew out to center with one away here in the third. Showing bunt, gets it down. Well placed, and it's going to be overthrown. Really nice backup there by Andrew Winters. As, wow, Langerhans slid through the bag at third, and Devin Lone threw him out. So a really nice defensive sequence there, and I'm gonna tell you why. So the bunt went back to the pitcher, Hunter Willingham, who overthrew the throw to first, overthrew the first baseman, Matthew Weber. But one of the most clutch defensive plays that you never see was made by second baseman Andrew Winters, backing up the play at first, catching the overthrown baseball. Langerhans turned the corner at third and had to slide back into the bag where he overslid, and Devin Lone was able to deliver the throw to third. So a lot happening there. But something to be said there about the defensive play of Andrew Winters. Just saved a run for Bowie. So first and second now, 2 outs. Back pick just misses. Riggs Gordon over at second. One oh's the count. Outside, ball 2 to Christian Olivas with 2 away. Still a 2-0 ball game. Here's the 2-0. Popped up on the infield. Romero wants it, and Romero has it for the final out of the inning. Cedar Ridge gets 2. They lead 2-0. It could have been worse. A really nice defensive play from Andrew Winters keeps it that way. It'll be 3-4-5 for the Bulldogs when we return in the top half of the 4th inning.
It's going to be 3, 4, and 5 for the Bulldogs. And stepping in number 32, Kai Lu.
Top half of the fourth inning. Cedar Ridge jumps out to a 2-0 lead. Kai Lu steps in. First pitch, breaking ball in there for called strike one. Lu walked in the first. Had 2 walks in game 2. Takes ball one. Borderline pitch, just misses. So the count goes 1-1 on the right-handed hitting Lu. Here's the 1-1. This one flown out to left. Out there is Rice. So it goes Kai Lu to Kai Rice, and there's one away. Lu just missed that. Hit just a little bit inside on the barrel for the first out.
Stepping in for the Bulldogs, number 7, Andrew Winters.
So the right-handed hitting Andrew Winters steps in and takes ball one with one away here. Breaking ball misses. Count goes 2-0. Here's the 2-0. Well outside, a quickly 3-0 on Andrew Winters. Popped out in the first. In the cleanup spot again for Bowie. And the 3-0. That's in there for strike one. Fastball right on the edge of the plate. Here's the 3-1. Pop fly again. A play here for Matthew Mabry, battling the sun, reels it in for out number 2.
Up next for Bowie, number 3, Luke Caniddle.
So Luke Caniddle steps in for the Bulldogs. Looking to kickstart things with 2 outs. Looks at ball one. Caniddle lined out sharply to third to end the first inning. 1-0's inside, ball 2 now. Caniddle walked twice in the loss earlier today. Bases are empty here with 2 outs. 2-0's the count to Caniddle. That's outside. Count goes 3-0 on the third baseman, a senior. Hoping this is not the final game of his Bowie career. They'll need 2 to keep this thing going. And he looks at ball 4. So Luke Caniddle takes a walk with 2 outs.
Up next for the Bulldogs, number 5, Devin Lone.
Lone steps in. Lone walked in the second. He helped convert that excellent defensive play in the last half inning. Nabbing Langerhans at third, sliding past the bag. The count's 1-0 after a first pitch ball to Devin Lone. 2 outs. Caniddle leads off first. Lone takes away 2-0. And Riggs Gordon is out to meet with his pitcher. after 6 straight balls. So the Bulldogs looking for just some semblance of offense. The defense has been lights out, but missed opportunities, one of the key pieces that have plagued the Bulldogs today. 2-0 pitch is up high. And the count goes 3-0 on Devin Lone. Grayson Gaspard waits on deck with 2 outs. Knittel with a short lead off first. Cox deals outside, ball 4, gets by the catcher Gordon. Knittel will take second base and stay there on the walk. So 2 men on now with 2 outs. The Bulldogs find themselves in this situation quite often.
Up next for the Bulldogs, number 28, Grayson Gaspar.
In a meeting on the mound here, we'll see if this is a meeting for Reed Cox just to settle things down. No, that is going to do it for the right-handed pitcher. His day is done after the walk to Devin Lone. So we will have a pitching change here. When we return, the Bulldogs have a runner on second and first with 2 outs, trailing 2-0.
Looks like there's going to be a pitching change for the Raiders. Coming in, number 11, Bryson Batten.
So we resume action here in the top of the 4th. Luke Knittel leads off second. Tesla Calhoun on first for Devin Lone, the catcher. Grayson Gaspard hitting here with 2 outs. First pitch breaking ball in there for a called strike. It's Bryson Batten in relief here for Reed Cox. Batten coming in after pitching 2 innings in Game 2. Didn't allow a hit, struck out 3, walked just 1. This one misses low to Gaspard, who popped out in foul territory with a nice play being made by Luke Irwin over there back in the second inning. Counts 1-1 here on Gaspard. That one's in there for a called strike 2. So the count 1-2 with 2 away. Again, Knittel leads off second, Calhoun off first. 2 outs, top of the fourth. Bowie trails 2-0. And the 1-2. This one out to left center field, giving chase is Kai Rice. He's there. And that does it for the fourth inning. No runs, no hits, 2 walks. 2 men left stranded on base. At the end of 3.5, Cedar Ridge 2, Bowie nothing.
Going to be the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Raiders. Leading off this inning, and number 3, Luke Irwin.
Hunter Willingham back out for the Bulldogs. Deals strike 1 to Luke Irwin. One of just 3 right-handed hitters in the batting lineup for Cedar Ridge. Against 6 lefties for the Raiders. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Irwin. Irwin at second base today. Flew out to left field in his first at-bat of this ball game. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball, third base. Gobbled up by Knittel to throw to first. A nice play by Matthew Weber on the hop to reel it in for out number 1. So Knittel bobbled it at first, able to corral that ground ball and fire a one-hopper over to Weber.
Number 14, Noah Olivas.
And so that will bring up Noah Olivas. There's a called strike on the outside part of the plate to Olivas. With 1 away, here's the 0-1. Misses outside. Ball 1. Bases are empty here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hunter Willingham out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Misses away. Count goes 2-1. Two-one pitch inside. 3-1 on Olivas. Kai Rice waits on deck. Three-one pitch popped sky high, middle infield. Romero is underneath it and reels it in for the second out of the inning. So 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth brings up Kai Rice. He walked and scored after leading things off in the third.
Stepping in for the Raiders, number 6, Kai Rice.
Kai Rice struck out twice in game 2. Looks at ball 1 there. Walked and was put out on a bunt. Lefty v. lefty. Here's the 1-0 to Rice. Big hack and a miss. Count goes 1-1. On the left-handed hitting Rice in the 9 spot. Willingham looked to work through this order 1, 2, 3 and avoid getting back to that top of the order for Cedar Ridge, except he is going to have to as he hits Kai Rice with the pitch. So Rice is on here with 2 away.
Stepping in for the Raiders, number 2, Jake Schumacher.
So Jake Schumacher steps in, walked and scored. He was the second run of 2 that Cedar Ridge brought across in the third. There are 2 outs here. Kai Rice leads off first. Lone sets up on the outside part of the plate to the left-handed hitting Schumacher. This one fouled back. So Willingham starts 0-1. Bowie looking to keep this lead at 2 if they can. Find a way for their offense to be able to get back into this game as the back pick on Kai Rice gets into right field. Rice is rounding second. He will be at third easily, and he will hold up there. So another errant pickoff attempt from Hunter Willingham gives up 2 bases. And the Bulldogs shooting themselves in the foot here with 2 outs in the fourth. Kai Rice now 90 feet away for the leadoff hitter, Jake Schumacher. As the 0-1 misses up high above the head of Schumacher. No one warming for the Bulldogs in the pen currently. This is Hunter Willingham's battle. 1-1's the count, 2 away. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike 2. So a huge moment coming here for Willingham to get out of this inning and put this battle back in the bats of the Bowie Bulldogs. 1-2's the count. Kai Rice leads off third. 2 away in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Misses outside, a nice block from Lone as the count goes 2-2. Malone sliding to his left there, doing a nice job keeping that baseball in front. With a runner standing just 90 feet away. 2-2 coming to the leadoff man, Schumacher. Here's the pitch. Grounded sharply to first, and it gets past Weber and fair down the right field line. 1 run will score, and Schumacher is in at second and is absolutely fired up. An RBI double for the center fielder extends the Cedar Ridge lead to 3. And so that will be the afternoon for Hunter Willingham. Sam DeGilia will go to his bench and bring in a reliever here for James Bowie High School, who trails by 3 with the season on the line. We'll have the pitching change and more. There are 2 outs here in the 4th when we return.
Looks like there's going to be a pitching change for the Bowie Bulldogs. Stepping into pitch, number 17, Andre Greta.
So we resume action here in the bottom of the 4th inning after the pitching change. Andre Gaeta now into the game for the Bulldogs, facing off against Matthew Mabry, with Jake Schumacher leading at second. Big swing and a miss, strike 2 from Gaeta. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, grounded foul, third base side. Count stays 0-2, 2 outs. Gaeta with the 3rd most innings pitched this season for the Bulldogs, to a record of 2-2. Here's the 0-2. Lined foul, just off the right field line. An inside-out swing there from Matthew Mabry almost made this a 4-0 game. Gaeta pitching to just a 1.516 ERA, I should say. 0-2's the count here with 2 away. Bottom of the 4th. The pitch just misses off the outside corner. Count goes 2-2. The pitch. Ground ball slowly to short. It's going to be a tough play for Romero. Fields fires in time for the final out of the 4th inning. Not before a run comes across for Cedar Ridge. The lead now 3-0 as we head to the top of the 5th. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Bulldogs. And boy, do they need some runs. We'll see if they can string them together as we get into the home stretch. Here in Elgin, it's been a beautiful day of baseball, but the Bulldog bats need to get hot. Don't go anywhere. Top of the 5th when we come back.
Going to be the 8-hole hitter for the Bulldogs coming up. Number 6, Matthew Weber.
Back here in the top of the 5th, Bulldogs trail 3-0. Matthew Weber will step in, grounded into a double play back in the 2nd. He looks at strike 1 from Bryson Batten out for his 2nd frame of work. Came in relief for Reed Cox and has been lights out through both games today so far. Bulldogs offense desperately needs signs of life. They loaded the bases twice in game 1, unable to bring a single run across in both those situations. Weber swings through that for strike 3 and quickly 1 away in the top half of the 5th.
9 holes stepping up here. Number 33, Liam Bell.
So Liam Bell, the center fielder, walks up, grounded out to 3rd. First pitch gets a piece of the leg of Bell, who tries to fire up his dugout as he jogs over to first base, giving his guys some words of encouragement as Bowie gets back to the top of the lineup. So we'll see what they can do. It's Leo Pena. He's got a runner on. Again, Bowie just trails 3-0. They'll need to work some magic here to keep this season alive.
And we're back to the top of the order. Number 8, Leo Pena.
So Leo Pena, who's had a quiet start to this game, looking to keep this ball rolling. It's Liam Bell leading off first. Modest lead there. First pitch to Pena. In there, called strike on the outside part of the plate. So count 0-1 on Pena. Throw over to first to check on Bell. Not in time. Pena went 0 for 3 with a strikeout in game 1. He's been quiet of late, just looking for a chance to explode. Takes ball 1 there. Count goes 1-1. Pena, the leader in the clubhouse, the leader in the batting order, looking to be a leader and bring some offensive juice. He fouls that one back. Count 1-2. So the count 1-2 with one away, top of the 5th inning. Bryson Batten comes set out of the stretch here. Sidestep deals. Pitch is low. Count goes 2-2. Middle infield at double play depth. Mabry holding on Bell at first. Here's the pitch. This one roped down the right field line, but just foul. Oh, Pena had a good stroke on that one and just missed it. Liam Bell had the Jets going too. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Oh, that was just a foot or two off the right field line, and it was a frozen rope at that. So 2-2's the count. Pena versus Batten. Bell leads up first. The pitch misses outside, just off the black, and the count goes full. 3-2 on Pena. Aiden Romero waits on deck. The right-handed pitcher comes set. And he deals. Swung on and missed. Pena down, swinging. 2 away.
Up next for the Bulldogs, number 2, Aiden Romero.
So a huge out there for Batten, working his way back. And there are 2 away. Romero swings and fouls that one into the glove of Riggs Gordon for strike 1. Liam Bell remains on first with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Infield at normal depth. Bell still being held on at first. Second pitch up high. Count goes 1-1 here on Romero, who walked in the first, struck out looking in the third. The pitch. This one poked foul, right side out of play. So Romero's down now, 1-2. One and two's the count. 2 outs. Bryson Batten kicks, deals outside. And the 2-2. Grounded to third, fielded there by Olivas over to first. And the side is retired. At the end of 4.5. Bowie 0, Cedar Ridge 3. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Running out of time here in Elgin.
next for the Raiders, number 29, Kason Langerhans.
Kason Langerhans steps in, grounds this one to first, and a diving play there from Matthew Weber. He was playing back at first, fielded the ground ball, had to dive to beat the speedy Langerhans for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Raiders, number 18, Riggs Gordon.
That'll bring up Riggs Gordon, facing off here against Andre Gaeta. One away here. Counts 0-1. Gaeta kicks and deals. That misses outside. Count goes 1-1. Bottom half of the fifth inning. Cedar Ridge still leads 3-0. Feels like much more. Just no offensive life for the Bulldogs. So they'll have to keep this thing at 3 if they want any shot at coming back in this one. Counts 2-1 here on the right-handed hitter, Riggs Gordon, catching all day today for Cedar Ridge. Here's the 2-1 pitch. In there for a called strike, so count goes 2-2. And the 2-2 breaking ball grounded to third. Knittel right there. Fires the first in time. 2 away. So a quick 2 outs for Andre Gaeta, and that'll bring up Paul Hernandez Jr.
Stepping in for the Raiders, number 22, Paul Hernandez Jr.
Hernandez Jr., the lefty. Bases are empty with 2 outs. Gaeta kicks and deals inside. The right-handed pitcher, a long, elaborate leg kick, really leans back in that delivery. 1-0 on the way. Grounded to short. Romero fires off the bag, but the tag applied by Matthew Weber. So a clean inning of work. 1, 2, 3. Go the Raiders as we head to the top of the 6th inning. The Bowie Bulldogs have 6 outs to save their season. Can they do it? It will be Kai Lu, Andrew Winters, and Luke Knittel due up when we come back. We'll see if they can get it going.
Going to be the 3, 4, and 5-hole hitters coming up for the Bulldogs. Leading off this inning at number 32, Kai Lu.
So back here in the top of the 6th inning, Cedar Ridge leads 3-0 in Game 3. Winner advances to the area round of the Texas 6A State Baseball Playoffs. Kai Lu battles against Bryson Batten here and rolls over that pitch foul. He took a strike to start the at-bat, so the count is 0-2. No life lost in the Bulldog dugout. Teammates making some noise for Lou as pitch misses outside. Count 1-2 here on the big right-handed DH. Here's the 1-2. Away, 2-2. Lou flew out to left field his last time up. Missed the barrel of the bat by about an inch. Probably would have sent it into the neighborhood beyond left center field had he done so. He fouls this one off. Count stays 2-2 with no one out. Batten lines and deals. Lou lines it foul, just past the outstretched glove of Noah Olivas at third. Lou waits. Here's the pitch. Popped up, heading foul on the right side and out of play. So Kai Lu battling here against the right-handed flamethrower Batten, I should say. That one in there. Called strike 3, a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate, a little backdoor spinner gets Kai Lu down looking, and there's one away.
Up next for the Bulldogs, and number 7, Andrew Winters.
That will bring up the cleanup man, Andrew Winters. He swings through strike 1, let go of the handle of the bat. Winters has popped out to first both times up tonight. 0-1 on the way. Misses away. Here's the 1-1. That's low. Count goes 2-1. Two one on the way to Winters. Breaking ball in there. Called strike. That spinner working well right now for Bryson Batten. Has fended off these Bowie bats very well all day. Here's the 2-2. That gets a piece of Winters. So another hit by pitch. The second of the game for Batten.
Stepping in for the Bulldogs, number 3, Luke Knittel.
And Luke Knittel. So Luke Knittel steps in here with Andrew Winters leading off first. Knittel walked last time. He had a hard hit line drive that was snagged at third by Noah Olivas in the first. Had it gotten into the outfield, it would have driven in at least one run. This fouled back here. So the count 1-1 on Luke Knittel. Bulldogs desperately looking for life from their senior right-handed hitter. Infield at double play depth. Winners leads off first. Here's the pitch. Through the left side, it's a base hit. Luke Knittel with a single advances Winners to second. And a good piece of hitting there. With one away, the Bulldogs have some life.
Stepping up to the plate now, number 11, Nate Perez.
So Nate Perez, the backstop, will actually fill in here for Devin Lone. Perez, a right-handed hitting catcher. He's got a runner on second, a runner on first, and just one out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball into the glove of Riggs Gordon for strike one. Infield stays at double play depth. Counts 0-1. Batten deals. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Can't blame Perez for taking some hacks here, but he's down in the count 0-2. Batten comes set. The 0-2 on the way. In there, called. Strike three. Right on the outside black, and there are two away.
Up next for the Bulldogs, number 28, Grayson Gaspard.
So Grayson Gaspard steps in with two outs here. Runners on first and second. Winners leads off second. Knittel not being held on at first. The first pitch fouled off out of play on the right side. Count goes 0-1. Again, the Bulldogs, typically a lethal team with two outs, have yet to see any of that thunder come out here this afternoon. Winners, not a ton of speed off the bag at second, but if this ball's in the outfield, we'll see how aggressive the Dogs want to get. A count 0-1 on Gaspard. Here's the pitch. Fouled back, count 0-2. Two outs. 0-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off. Count stays 0-2. If Gaspard's able to get on, Matthew Weber is on deck. And Liam Bell after him. Batten out of the stretch. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. The high heater cut on and missed. And that is the end of the top of the sixth inning. No runs on one hit, two men left on base. We head to the bottom of the sixth. Winner advances to the area round. Will Cedar Ridge hang on? We will find out.
Stepping in for Cedar Ridge, and number 7, Christian Olivas.
Bottom of the 6th, Christian Olivas steps in, and he singles to right field past the outstretched glove of Andrew Winters. Andre Gaeta back out there for the Dogs.
Up next for Cedar Ridge,
Looking to
number
protect,
3, Luke
or not
Irwin.
protect, but hold this 3-0 deficit. As Luke Irwin steps in. First pitch he sees in there for a strike. Irwin has a chance to do it both defensively and offensively today. After a supreme pitching performance earlier today, he's showing bunt here and fouls it off. So count goes 0-2. Has yet to record a hit. Only gave up a few when he was on the hill. Can support the cause here. Counts 0-2 with no one out. Christian Olivas leads off first. Here's the 0-2. Just missed. Perez was set up right there on the outside half of the plate. Doesn't get the call. So it goes 1-2 here on Irwin. 1-2 on the way. That is in there. A little delayed, called strike 3. And there's one away.
Number 14, Noah Olivas.
So yet again, Christian Olivas leads off first. Noah Olivas at the plate. We saw this in the second inning as well. There's one out. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike from Gaeta. Olivas leads off first. Check on him, not in time. Gabe Polvinelli in the game playing first base. As that pitch is outside, count goes 1-1. One away. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Olivas. That's in there for a called strike on the outside half. Count goes 1-2. And here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, cut on and miss. 2 Ks for Gaeta. And there's 2 away in the bottom of the 6th.
Up next for Cedar Ridge, number 6, Kai Rice.
That's fouled off to the left side. A 1 low to Kai Rice, the left-handed hitter. And he shows bunt, pulls back, and looks at ball 2. So the count 2-1 here. 2 away. Bottom half of the 6th. Cedar Ridge looking to add to a 3-0 lead. Gaeta is largely settled in here. Has 2 straight Ks. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a little bit of an announcer's jinx there as he hits Kai Rice. And that will award him first base. And we are back to the top of the order. So Gaeta will have to face the red-hot Jake Schumacher.
For the Raiders, number 2, Jake Schumacher.
Schumacher doubled in the 4th. That brought home the 3rd run of today's game. And it was an absolute laser beam as well. So Schumacher licking his chops. He's got 2 runners on base with 2 outs. Gaeta checks and deals low. Ball 1. If Bowie can get out of this inning, it'll be 8-9-1 in the order. One-0 pitch on the way. Misses low, 2-0. Again, this is the season. Game 3 of 3 in a 3-game series. Winner advances. Cedar Ridge currently leads 3-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. This one popped sky high. Shallow right field. Coming on and unable to make the plays, Liam Bell. A run will come around and slide in safely at home. That was Christian Olivas who scores and makes it 5-0. Okay, so both Olivas and Kai Rice came around to score after that ball dropped. That's textbook base running there with 2 outs, and it is now 5-0 Cedar Ridge. That ball just falling into no man's land in shallow right center field.
Number 13, Matthew.
The Bermuda Triangle between center fielder Liam Bell, right fielder Leo Pena, and second baseman Andrew Winters. No one able to reel it in. 2-run score, and it's 5-0 Cedar Ridge in the bottom of the 6th. You can see the look of frustration across the Bowie dugout. Five-run lead, not impossible to come back from. But it's going to need a level of offensive production that we simply have not seen today. This one lined foul down the third base line. Counts 0-2 here on Matthew Mabry. Two outs. Gaeta deals. There goes the runner. Ball is outside. The throw is into center field. And Schumacher's on his way to third, and he's in there safely. So a poor throw there from Nate Perez. Allows the base runner to advance an extra 90 feet. And with two outs here, another runner 90 feet away. that won't matter if Gaeta can get strike 3 here. The count's 1-2. He kicks and deals. No, it's low. A nice stop there from Perez. A good block. So the count goes 2-2 with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. 2 more runs have come across for the Raiders to pad their lead here in Elgin. Here's the 2-2. Pop fly, shallow center field. Calling for it is Winters. He reels it in. That will do it for the bottom of the 6th inning. The Cedar Ridge lead is 5-0, headed to the top of the 7th. It will be 8-9-1 for the Bowie Bulldogs. The season is on the line. Can they dial it up? Can they spark the rally? Can they somehow stay alive in this year's playoffs? We're about to find out. Hell's bells here at Jack Fisher Field as Cedar Ridge looks to close things off. We'll see you in 30 seconds.
Coming in for the Bulldogs to bench hit, number 26, Easton Lewis. Go Easton.
Backs against the wall, top of the 7th inning. Bulldogs trail 5-0 in Game 3. Easton Lewis, the pinch hitter, fouls off that first pitch from Bryson Batten, who has been nothing short of dominant through 2 games this afternoon. The right-hander deals. This one grounded over to short. Fielded by Langerhans on a first. And there's one away.
There's going to be another pinch hitter for the Bulldogs. Number 10, Alex Diaz.
So Coach DeGilia entering the bench here. Alex Diaz will now step in with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Lines this one fair down the right field line. Gets past the glove of Mabry. Diaz is going for second. There will be no throw. He slides in safely. So a double for the pinch hitter Diaz. Can he spark some life? A late rally here. The rally caps are on.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 9, Liam McDonald.
And a pinch hitter here. It's Liam McDonald. So the Bulldogs completely emptying the bench. Liam McDonald, who pitched in Game 1, pitched excellently at that, will hit here. Fouls this one back. Count 0-1. McDonald pinch hitting here for Leo Pena, who just really could not find it in this series. the steady #1 guy on this team. This one roped foul, left side, and the count goes 0-2. Batten looks in. Gets the sign from his catcher, Riggs Gordon. And the 0-2. Fouled back. McDonald stays alive. It'll be Gabe Polvinale on deck. One out, top of the 7th. Runner on second. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. The Bulldogs are down to their final out.
Gonna be another pinch hitter for the
And
Bulldogs.
it's Gabe
Number 25,
Polvinale.
Gabe Polvinale.
It was not too long ago on senior night when Gabe Polvinale had a great double, shot way deep out into center field. A magical moment for the Bowie Bulldogs, that was. We'll see if he can ring up any magic here. That's in there for a strike. The count is 1-1 here on Polvinale. Batten comes set. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. And Cedar Ridge is 1 out away. Bryson Batten comes set. He kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Ball game over. Cedar Ridge advances to the area around. They mob their pitcher Batten with a dog pile in between first and second base. A dominant day for the Cedar Ridge Raiders. They handle business against the Bowie Bulldogs, whose season ends in disappointing fashion. It was a strong season, the 26th consecutive playoff appearance for the Bulldogs. But the Bulldogs' season ends. They finish with a regular season record of 23-9. Just got a feel for those seniors who worked their tails off to lead this team. Liam Bruner dominant all year long. Leo Pena as well. And some other names there that you just think of when you think of Bowie baseball. Unfortunately, the road ends in Elgin for the Bulldogs. They lose Game 3 by a score of 5-0 to the Cedar Ridge Raiders, who will advance and play the winner of Regan and Brennan High School in the area round. Again, the final score here, Cedar Ridge 5, Bowie 0. The Bulldogs eliminated in Elgin. We thank you for tuning in to Vype all season long, and we'll see you again in the spring of 2027, where stars Devin Lone, Kai Liu, Aiden Romero will be back to lead this Bowie team to hopefully another successful season. I'm Adam Newberger. Thanks for joining us on Vype Media. We'll see you next year. The final score, Bowie